Good morning guys! So today we are on day 2 of the follow along of series 2 and we are doing splits and middle split mobility today. So full session, we're just going to be going through a variety of different exercises to warm up and potentially get into splits. If you can't get into splits, that's not a problem, then you'll be working towards splits. So hey guys, enjoy, please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, give this video a thumbs up and let's get on with the stretching. So you're going to start off with leg kicks, so to the side, it's a bit wobbly this that I'm using. Just going to do 10 on each side. So you can go up into a rise if you can get a bit more of a kick. And then I need to get this one to the other side. Oh no, this one doesn't actually prop up, so I'm just going to stay with this. And change legs. So kicking as high as you can. And then we are going to go into lunges. So we just do static lunges, get nice and warm to begin with. So you can raise the arms if you want to, and then stepping back. Splits. You can add in a rotation if you want to. And we just do 5 more. It's a bit slippy with socks on. I'm going to slide into splits already. Great. So we're now going to go into lunges. Like a low lunge position, and we're just going to do 10 little bounces, pushing that back hip down to the ground, keep the chest up. Then we're going to come into a reverse lunge, straightening the front leg, flexing the front foot, and we're just going to do 10 little reaches towards the front leg. Then we're going to come back into a forwards lunge, batting off the ground, and we're just going to try and hold that position, so keep the chest up. Try and push that back hip down to the ground, get a bit more of a stretch, and then lowering that back knee down to the ground, grabbing the back foot, pushing the hip down to the ground. This is quite a difficult position to get into, so don't worry if you can't do it, we won't hold it for long. And then we're going to come into a reverse high lunge. So straightening both legs, bringing the chest down towards the front leg. And then we're going to drop down to the front knee. And what we're going to do is we're going to do splits lunges, split slides. So if you've got like a plate slider, like a round plate slider, use that. Otherwise you're going to keep the hips square, the front foot can be on the plate slider, or get some socks on, and you're just going to try and slide in splits and then back up. So not all the way down, it's just like a little hip movement, so we're really focusing on strengthening that front hip flexor, front quad, and then back up. You might feel it working a little bit in the hamstrings as well. I'm just going to do 10 of these. So it's a really good strength mobility exercise. It's really important not just to work on mobility or just strength, to work on both. So we'll do 5 more. 2, and last one. And now we're going to keep the hips square. And actually we're going to come out of that position, we're going to do leg kicks before we slide down splits. So if you want to, you can use again, a bench or a table or a chair, whatever, to hold on to. And you're going to keep your front leg forwards, point your toes to begin with, and we're just going to do leg kicks going forwards, lifting as high as you can. These are static leg kicks, so nice and controlled. Got 10. And relax. And now you're going to splits. So when you want to do splits, you always want to make sure you start off with your hips square. Make sure the back foot's not going around the corner. And then never push it too hard, too far. And you want to just gradually ease into that split position. So if you're new splits, you might just be in like literally this position and holding this for about 15 to 30 seconds. You could hold up to a minute if you wanted to. If you're flexible and you're already down in splits, you can do like a lean forwards, you can lean backwards. But for now, let's just hold. So focusing on getting the shoulders square, the hips square. If you can, elevate the front foot off the ground. So really focus on squeezing the quad, and you also get to then work on quad strength. So just going to hold for like another only 15 seconds. And this is basically how I train splits. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming out of that position. And we're going to go into the next leg. So starting off again with our lunges. So front leg forwards, left leg for me, and then going into our first leg position. 10 little bounces down to the ground. Push that back hip down to the ground. Keep the chest up, good posture throughout. And then into a reverse. So straightening the front leg, flexing the front foot, and again, bring the chest down towards the front leg, 10 bounces. Then back into a forwards lunge, this time back leg coming off the ground, bring the chest up and just hold this position. I don't know why, I've always got like a bit of a foot shake, maybe too much coffee. And let's drop that back knee down to the ground, grabbing the back foot, pushing the hip forwards, chest should still be up. And then coming into a reverse high lunge, straightening both legs, chest down towards the front leg. And then relax. Coming back into our first position, hips square, and we're going to do our little slides down to the ground and back up. So we've got 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. And then we're going to do our forward leg kicks. So for leg strength. I would always say when we're doing leg kicks that you kick with the outer leg, although in this case I will not be, because I actually want to hold on to this. And we've got another bench bit to go into a full incline. So we're just going to stick with this and go for the inner leg, which don't need. 2, so we've got 10, keep the legs straight, make sure you're not pushing the hips forwards. 8, 9, 10, and relax. And then we're going to go back into our front lunge position before we slide down splits. So hips square, left leg in front, and sliding all the way down or as far down as you can. You're going to hold for about 30 seconds if you can. Try and elevate the front foot off the ground. Keep the shoulders square. If you want to, you can lean forwards, you can lean backwards. If you're more advanced, you could elevate your foot on a platform if you wanted to. I'll just give 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. So we're now going to go into middle splits. So for this, what we're going to start off doing is we're going to start off doing side-to-side lunges. So this can be quite a different position if you're not used to doing these. Basically, you want to look like a ninja doing them. up, you're trying to drop your knee out to the side, trying to keep your heel on the ground, and you're going to go from one side to the other. What is more realistic for most people is you're starting here, and you're literally just kind of going to the other side. Should have a bit of a stretch, the back of the hamstring, maybe the groin area. We're just going to do 10 on each side. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You might want to use the hands in the middle. 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and then we're going to hold in the middle. So for this, you want to basically sink into a really deep squat, pushing the knees out, so you can push the knees out with the elbows to the wall behind you. And we're just going to hold this position. Again, if you want to, you can do little bounces towards the ground. And we're just going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming up, and we're going to go into a frog position. So frog position is where your knees are coming out to the side and you're trying to lower your body down to the ground. I'm going to go sideways on. So you're keeping your knees in line with the hips the whole time. If you can, like obviously I'm really flexible so I can get all the way down to the ground. Most will probably be more like this. In this position we're going to do Pnf stretching. So you're going to squeeze your knees down to the ground as hard as you can. 5 seconds and then relax. So let's start. So squeezing these down to the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then relax. And try and get a little bit lower down to the ground. So never push it too much in this position. So let's squeeze for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Get a bit lower down to the ground. And we'll do 2 more. So squeeze. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. And last one, squeeze as hard as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. So let's just hold for 10, 9. If you're not that flexible in like a middle sit position, this is probably going to be really challenging for you. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, coming out of that position. Give your legs a bit of a shake. And then we're going to go into the next middle split position. So it's quite similar to the last session, but this time we're going to straighten one leg. You might want to, if you've got like a yoga block, prop the yoga block underneath the knee, so you've got a bit of support on that knee. So you're literally just, again, making sure the knee which is bent is in line with the hip, the leg which is straight is in line with the hip, and you're just trying to get as low down to the ground as you can. You want to try and create like a right angle with the leg which is bent and the hip. A lot of people will be more like up here, and that will probably be stretching. If you're flexible, you might be all the way down, in which case, you can elevate the leg if you want to. So we're just going to hold this position. When you're doing your stretches, you want to hold each position, which is a developmental position, for about 15 to 30 seconds. When we get into the main stretch, the split position, you can hold for up to a minute. You could hold a bit longer if you wanted to. So just hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming out of that position, and we change sides. So the other leg's straight, one leg bent, and trying to lower, as low down to the ground as you can. Again, you might be up here. Just don't push it too hard. Make sure the legs are staying in line with the hip the whole time. I think mine are. It's quite difficult to see. And we'll just hold for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming out of that position. And now we're going to go into a full laying down block split position. So as I said in the last session, pop some yoga blocks under your knees if you're not quite down and it's a lot of pressure on the knees. Otherwise, put some more weight on the elbows because you can be bending the elbows if you're higher up. Or you might actually be in box splits, like me, in which case it's not really an issue. But I imagine most people will be be more like kind of up here. So then you can like put weight on the elbows. If you're a bit lower down like here, you can put some blocks under the knees. I'm just going to hold this position for 30 seconds. Again, you can hold for a lot longer if you want to. You can obviously lower your chest all the way down. I know, I always feel really comfortable just like in this position, just propped on my elbows, but that's just me, I guess. I've got a flexible back, so it feels quite comfortable in this session. If you've got a TV, you know, you can watch TV in this position. Practice your stretching at the same time. And 10, 9. So just ease into the stretch, last couple of seconds. 3, 2, 1. And come out of that position. We're going to go into a sitting up middle split position. So you basically want to go as far into a split position as you can. Bring the chest and the body forwards. And then if you are in that middle split, or whatever stage you're at actually, really focus on squeezing the quads again, trying to elevate the ankles. You may as well focus on that quad strength at the same time. I'm just going to hold this 30 seconds and then we are done. And last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Hope you guys enjoyed that session. Maybe you're down in splits. To be honest, it takes a long time, especially if you're new to splits training. So don't be put off, just keep consistently doing the flexibility sessions. You know, you can repeat the session if you want to, and I will see you for the next session. Bye!